So Steam has been making big moves lately and have been shaking up the industry. And it's not just the game industry. I'm talking about from winning lawsuits against the actual Rothschilds and then skating by New York City's lawsuit to fighting off age verification and other shady corporation business practices. And now they're coming for Epic Unreal Engine with their own game engine. Sort of. So Steam has partnered with none other than Gary Newman. And for those of you who are cultured, you would know him as the creator of Gary's Mod. And let me tell you, that shit was a hit back in the day. As a matter of fact, as of now, looking at the concurrent player, it still is. But the special thing about this collaboration is that he has access to Valve's Source 2 engine. And it's making something like a Source 2 Lite version for new indie developers to come and make their own games. And I'm talking about the same engine that made Half-Life Alyx and the new updated Counter-Strike 2, all of which are all highly regarded games. And you probably know just how good the physics in Valve games are, like water inside the bottle actually moving. Some shit that even modern games still fucking up on. Half-Life Alyx is a good representation. The fact you can just pick up anything that's not bolted to the ground, throw it at a window and it breaks. The VR game really is just like one big awesome play demo for what this engine can do. And to know we got like a light version of this coming to the Steam game store, I won't lie, it's got me a little excited. So the name of it is called Sandbox or SNBox. And it's going to be taking things from Unreal, Unity, and Source to make some super engine with all the bells and whistles. And it's set to release for April 28th. So by the time this video drops, it'll be out in about 15 to 16 days. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to give it a try. I've always kind of wanted to make games, and it's been a long passion of mine to make the next Assassin's Creed or Devil May Cry. But your boy is just too lazy or something. I don't really know. But the thing that makes it unique is the fact that Gary's company, Facepunch, has decided to allow people to make the games and then export them to Steam without a licensing fee. Meaning people can make the most off their games without having to give them like 30% or something. And it comes at a good time because Unreal has become something of a fucking mess lately. I'm talking about games crashing high-end PCs, glitches out the ass, shader compiling hell, and failed benchmarks. These days when I hear a game studio going to Unreal, I get a bit nervous because I know they're not going to make their games with the full power that Unreal Engine can provide. They're going over there to cheat the system by using Unreal to brute force their games so that they can avoid optimizing it. Which is why these games come out glitched and sometimes completely unplayable. Getting anything less than 100 FPS on a 4090 should not even be a thing. And the worst part is that these games will get a mod that will fix half if not all the bugs. Which then tells you that these companies could have fixed it themselves. They could have dropped this shit without half the things that tank your GPU and still run great. They just don't give a fuck. But I digress. And you know, this really got me thinking about how Steam really is becoming one of the last bastion of real gaming. It has its own game launcher with minimum problems and one of the highest player accounts in the world. It has the best deals that repeatedly come back, so people's backlogs got backlogs. It has a perpetual cash cow in Counter-Strike 2, so it never needs to go out of its way to do BS in its own games or any of their new games. And now they're making it possible to make your own game and release it with no licensing fee. Steam may be the end-all be-all because I'm seriously starting to think there's no point of leaving Steam for anything else. PlayStation out here making goofy-ass moves like pulling games off the PC storefront and shutting down beloved game studios. Oh, and let's not forget raising the prices on a damn near 16-year-old game console. And let's be completely 100. The PS6 is going to be so astronomically high, it might as well be a mid-tier PC. And it's not even a question. Xbox has essentially left the market as far as I'm concerned. These motherfuckers really partnered with Netflix to put ads in video games. Like, bruh, some of these companies have completely lost the fucking plot. Nintendo's getting hit with antitrust laws for selling games you don't actually own, and the usual BS lawsuit / copyright shit they do. And honestly, man, what the fuck happened to video games? It feels like everybody has went the way of the shareholder or lazy slot fest. Like there's no soul in these games anymore. If you want my opinion, my G, it's gonna be up to the indie studios and developers to fix gaming. I mean, they seem to be the only ones really putting up a real fight against these AAA game studios and their BS. Proving it doesn't take an ass amount of money to make a good replayable game or a decently optimized and can run on anything game. And with Facepunch making it their mission to make SM Boss a completely easy to use and already optimized game engine, the indie developers are the ones who's going to be able to make the most out of this engine and continue the trend of making actually enjoyable games with decent optimization. Because it feels like the only companies that can really bring real AAA quality these days are companies like FromSoft, CD Projekt Red, and Rockstar. And the problem with those game companies is that it takes like 3 to 4 years in between their games, or damn near 2 decades. Looking at you, Rockstar. So it's like, it's way too long, bro. It's just too long. We're going to need people who can fill the void in between that, and everyone else has just been complete ass. So we need some new shit in here. So I want to take this time to explain a little bit of what Sandbox is. It's not necessarily a Garry's Mod 2, which I know a lot of people was thinking, including myself. Apparently it's something that's supposed to be like a spiritual successor. Coming from the people's words themselves, it's completely open source. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with the engine. What you like, whatever comes to your mind, just have fun with it. They also have multiplayer already built into it. So you can pretty much just create something real fun for just you and your friends, invite them in and just experience something. Almost you could damn near play test with this shit immediately with just your friends. It uses cloud assets, which means you can download a whole bunch of things from the cloud. You pretty much have a good amount of space and storage to just add in, drop in whatever you need. It does work with virtual reality, so VR headset games are probably going to be coming out. I can't wait for that personally. Now, once again, like I said, this is meant to take the best of all worlds. It's meant to take the best of Unity, easy user interface. It can be used for 2D and 3D games, no issues. It's supposed to take from Unreal Engine, great graphics, high budget AAA games. It's pretty much supposed to be the best of the best. And then you have Source 2, which is Valve's successor to Source 1, and that focuses on physics and rendering performances. Now, with all this being said, it's still going to be a toss-up. I don't think people are going to be just completely in droves moving over to this brand new game engine. Garry's Mod is still, like I said earlier, a popular game, and people are still making games. Like, as I look right now, concurrent players 25,000. It's still being used by the majority of all the old fans. It's been around for almost 20 years, if not 20. And honestly, I think the fact that they don't have a lot of the Half-Life 2 models and all that it came with when it came to the Garry's Mod, it's going to be something of a hiccup for them. But all in all, I think it should still do quite well. I mean, there's like a lot of uniqueness to the new character models they have. In all honesty, in my opinion, they look like 4K high definition realistic Schedule 1 characters. Like, they look uncanny as hell, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fun as fuck to play with them. And for all I really know personally, these are old models that's been in the game for I don't know how long, so it may not even be a real new challenge for the new fans. In all honesty, it really feels like a grand, ambitious project. It feels like it's trying to be its own Roblox while also competing with the game engines like Unreal and Unity. But we'll have to just wait and see what it does. What can be created, what can come out of it. I expect a lot of great things. Really just can't wait. So really I'm making this video to bring some awareness to the better changes I'm seeing in the gaming community. And with that being said, this is another angry rant of modern video games. New potential development, I guess. And overall, another W for Steam. Because let's be 100, they can't stop winning. So it's been real. Y'all keep yourselves good. ULT Huncho logging off.